Hi, I'm RyzorGick for Review or Die, and here's my review of Independence Day Resurgence. I remember the first time I watched Independence Day. To my 6-year-old self, the title sounded boring, but the promise of aliens and giant spaceships was enough to get me interested. I remember being astounded by the visual effects, frightened at first by the look of the aliens, and finding Will Smith's one-liners very funny. Oh, how times have changed. Resurgence takes place 20 years after the first film. Yes, I did see what you did there. With the world remembering the war on its anniversary and taking stock on how unified they've been since, and just how far technology has come thanks to the alien tech. Earth's defences have of course been improved due to the looming threat that the aliens could return any day, and the shit hits the fan when a distress call is discovered on one of the derelicts. The aliens return with a much bigger ship and start to destroy the planet, and mine towards the planet's core with plans to harvest it to power their ships. Now I just want to say that I really liked this film. However, I do have one big issue with it, but we'll get to that in a bit. Characters from the first film return along with the same actors, which is always nice, including Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, and Brent Spiner. And they are joined by Liam Hemsworth, Micah Monroe, and Charlotte Gainsbourg. This is the kind of sequel I like, where the past events from the previous title are showing throughout the current one, where the mysteries unanswered begin to unravel, and of course, upping the stakes by having a giant version of the alien and make it destroy shit. Yeah, that's what I like. There are some nods to the scenes from the previous film, like when Bill Pullman allows himself to be grabbed by an alien so they can communicate with the humans, because well, come on, that's the scene from the first film, most of us remember, right? Being part of the action film genre does bring problems, however, as it always does. The way characters manage to just avoid being crushed or stop the countdown just before it reaches zero, it does take some suspension of disbelief, but all that is pretty much accepted these days, right? Now, spoiler warning has to go here for the last part of this review, so if you want to watch it fresh, stop here and see the rest after you've been to see it. Right, so it's discovered during the course of the film that the enemy will be defeated if the alien queen is killed. Turns out that all the motherships have a queen, including the one from the first film, they just didn't get a chance to see it last time. The queen is similar to the standard aliens but much bigger and with her own shield. The structure of the alien system of life is compared to that of an insect. Now, this isn't that big of a surprise, as we saw in the first film that they share a hive mind and they do somewhat resemble insects, I guess. But wouldn't it have been better to throw us a curveball and lead away from the insect thing? After all, we have xenomorphs already covering the giant alien insect demographic, and it pains me to say this, but it just felt like they were copying these xenomorphs. And yes, despite that, I did like the film and will watch it again. I won't spoil the ending, but let's just say I hope they do carry this series to where it's saying it's going. Let's kick some alien ass.